showing off this huge haul that I got from Second & Charles and Game Exchange, and I also got some things from the library book sale. So this is going to be my physical media pickups of the past 2 months, I would say. A book, 2 VHS, and a DVD. So I'm going to talk about the DVD first. So I just watched this last night. It was really good. It was my first time watching it. It was really good. It was all that I hoped it would be. So yeah. I'm gonna watch the rest of them definitely. Right now I'm working on Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I really love this cover. It looks like someone bit out of it though, which kind of adds to, I don't know, it adds to it. And then I have this bookmark that my friend made me in here, but I'm halfway through at this point. Well, not even halfway through. But I really like it so far. It's my first time reading it. This is the 1831 edition, which is the revised edition. She rewrote it. Like, she originally wrote the story when she was about 17, but then years later, she rewrote it and edited it to make it more fitting with her style when she was older. So, I don't know. I kind of want to go back and read the original version after this, just because I've heard that there's a lot of changes that were made to it. I currently have this in my VHS player, so that's why it's empty. This is an Alice in Wonderland from 1943. It's a live action adaptation, and then it was recolored in 1989. I am a sucker for Alice in Wonderland adaptations, and I've never seen this one, so I had to get it. This was $4.99 at Game Exchange. They just started selling at the one that I go to, VHS, so I was really happy about that because I recently moved a CRT TV in my room, so now I'm able to watch them. And the cover also just looks insane, but it's really beautiful and they did a really great job remastering it. I'm halfway through with it. It's really cool. Like, it's got claymation and puppets in it, so I think that was really cool to see. And then this is one of my all-time favorite movies. This is Valley Girl with Nicolas Cage, and this is 1982. I love this movie so much. You have to see this if you haven't watched it. It's so good. If you like Pretty in Pink or any like John Cusack movies, then you should definitely watch this. Just like, come on. And this was also $4.99, I believe. Half of the stack I got from Second & Charles, and the other half I got from Game Exchange. So I'll go through the Second & Charles ones first. This is Angel Music Baby from Gwen Stefani. This is one of my favorite albums by her. I have Tragic Kingdom, and at one point I had The Return of Saturn, I believe. The cover to that one's really cool, but I don't have it anymore. This has got to be one of my favorite albums by her. And then I also picked up the Gwen Stefani The Sweet Escape album. This is not my favorite. I was hoping to like it because I didn't grow up listening to her, so I listened to a few of her songs, but this is my first time listening to the album completely all the way through, and I was not a huge fan of this one. This one's really good. I also love the way this inlay is, the design of this. I'll show you. So this is like a fur coat, and then this reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, and it's kind of medieval on the inside, like. This artwork is really cute too. This one was $4, I believe, and that's about as much. I normally pay around $2 to $5 for CDs that I want to try out. If it's any more than that, I usually don't buy it. But a lot of stuff at Second & Charles is much higher than what I'm used to, because I usually thrift my stuff, and it's like $1. I think the most I've spent on a CD is like $10 probably. This one is Beetlejuice soundtrack. This is the music score from Danny Elfman, and it also has like the soundtrack songs in it. I love how dramatic everything is in this. This is really awesome, and I just love Danny Elfman's everything that he makes is just incredible. So I really like having this, and it's just really cool. And the artwork, like the film stills, are really awesome. It's a t-shirt you could have ordered back in the day. It was like pins and a poster, and the shirt was $10 to get the Beetlejuice shirt. It doesn't have any art on the CD itself though. I was really hoping this would have a poster, but it doesn't, so it's kind of disappointing, but it's fine. This is Blink-182 Drive-In at the Travis show, the Mark Tallman Travis show. I never watched this show, so this is my first time hearing Blink-182 live, like on CD, to me, to hear how they sounded like identical to a lot of their produced stuff. I'm used to punk bands like making their live albums and then recording and sounding like way faster live, and this just sounded about the same, so I was kind of surprised by that. And then it's a lot of crowd footage, inlay, a lot of songs from Dude Ranch, so I was happy to pick that up because I've been wanting Dude Ranch, but I can't find it anywhere, so I'm thinking I'll just have to order it, which I kind of wait around usually before I can get it, like online. I usually try and look around at least a little bit. And then this was a risk for me because I hadn't listened to this album except for I only knew one song from it. This is Jill Sobel's, I think it's self-titled. I don't know her that well, but I did really like Supermodel from the Clueless movie, so I thought I'd give it a shot. But it was more ballads on this than anything. I was really hoping it was gonna have that like fun bubblegum pop sound, but a lot of it was mostly ballads, so I wasn't a huge fan of it. But I do like the vibe of this. I thought it was really cool. I don't know. I haven't listened to anything else by her, so if she has some other stuff, I might have to check it out. But this was also $4.95, so I was kind of like, I don't know. I kept thinking like whether or not I should put it back. Okay, and this stuff, I'm going to move into the stuff that I got from Game Exchange. I was really excited when I picked these up. I was freaking out a little bit. They had nothing priced except for maybe 2 or 3 things, and it was a signed Lady Gaga album. It was like $30, and then there was another, they had a couple Helmet albums that I really wanted, but they were also really expensive, and all their other stuff was $1.99. So I got this stuff, but I was really sad because I really wanted the Helmet album, but that's fine. I didn't know how rare they were, I guess, but I've never seen them personally, so it was my first time seeing any physical media of Helmet. They also had, what's that other band? I don't remember. It's kind of like them. But anyways, so this is 5 from Veruca Salt. I hadn't heard this one, but I love Veruca Salt, so I had to get it. It is not one of my favorite albums by them. I think this is my least favorite now. This is my 3rd album from them in my collection. This is from 2007. It sounds like they're like trying to experiment with more almost mainstream to their sound. Like they're trying to move to more of a radio friendly sound, but I didn't really like this one, but I did like Perfect Love. Most of the songs on here though I was not a huge fan of. But it's Veruca Salt. I love Veruca Salt, so it's still good considering it's them, but I'm not a huge fan of this particular album. This, however, when I saw this, I freaked out because I've been looking for this. I had it on my Discogs wishlist forever. This is the DGC Rarities Volume 1. This is the only one that they made. They didn't make any more collections of these. This came out in 1994. It has B-sides and rarities and demos. It has Pay to Play from Nirvana and Jamie from Weezer. It also has Beautiful Sun by Hole. It has Beck, Sonic Youth, Counting Crows, The Sundays. I love this. Like, everything on here is just perfect. It's broken, but that's okay. I have replacement cases. I can fix it later. I also really like this little guy. I think he's really cute. It doesn't have anything special on the inside except just the track list. And then it has someone wrote their name on the inside, so Casey, whoever the previous owner was. And it's really scratched up. Like, you can kind of tell it's really scratched up, but it still plays fine. My player, it really doesn't skip that often. I'll show my setup later in another video. I'm hoping to get another one similar to it because it's my grandma's and I want to give it back to her, so I want to get something sort of like it. But when I tell you it's like the only time it skips is when it's like a CD that looks absolutely insanely scratched, and it still plays really well. Like, the skip usually just kind of glides over it and doesn't really affect it that much. I also have a portable CD player the same way that has anti-skip on it, and it works really well, so I don't really have any problems with that, so I'm usually fine. I've even had CDs that looked like disc rot was on it, and they were fine. They still managed to play. So this is L7's Hungry for Stink. I love L7. I love a lot of like female-fronted grunge bands. Yeah, this is not my favorite L7 album, but I've been looking for an L7 album forever. Like, on vinyl. I was thinking about getting it on vinyl, but I'm happy to have this now. I really like Questioning My Sanity and Feel My Fire. The inside is pretty funny too. Just love the artwork. This looks like one of my friend's dogs. This cover is super creepy though, I will say that. Okay, and then we have another movie soundtrack. This is Airheads with Brendan Fraser. If you haven't seen this movie, it's really fun. I really recommend it. They basically take over their radio station, their local radio station, so that they can play their band's music. And they kind of like have this like, it's like a heist, and they got the police and everything. And it's got Motorhead and White Zombie, the Ramones, Primus. It's fun. I haven't listened to the full thing. I got to half of it so far. It's pretty fun. Also Adam Sandler is in it, so you know, you should watch that for that reason. And then we have The Science of Things by Bush. I love Bush. They have really great music. Like, it's dad rock. Like, my dad got me into them. This album, this is one of their newer, like, as in their discography. They stayed really consistent and solid with their sound, I would say. From their newer stuff that came out, like, even a couple years ago, it still sounds just like it did back then. Which, I feel like if you have a really good, solid sound like this, then you should stick with it. If you experiment a little, it could get, like, don't get me wrong, but in their case, they kept it consistent and they did well. With Veruca Salt, I don't know about that. Personally, not my taste in the direction that they were going with that other album. This is 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance. My sister picked up the Black Parade album. I already have it, so she got her copy, and it had a poster in it. My poster no longer exists. It's no longer with us. got damaged, so I don't get to keep it. This one's a little water damaged, so I can't take the inlay out. It's not a poster anyway, but like it's stuck together. But like, hold up, this is just crazy. Like, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I love this album. I used to listen to this all the time on my MP3 player. So it's really awesome to have this. And I have a high quality audio of it now. Before I had it, like, you know, I got it elsewhere and it wasn't very good quality. One thing I'm planning on doing, and why I'm more lenient to buying so many CDs, is that I can digitize my collection. So if there's an album that I only like a couple songs to it, I can rip it and then get rid of it and have the copy and save it somewhere. And that way I can still keep and enjoy the music that I like from it, and then it not take up so much space, because I'm at maximum capacity right now in my my CD setup. My neighbor just turned on their generator, so sorry if you can hear that. I got this from Second & Charles, and if you open it up, it's a poster. But this is the Shrek 2 soundtrack. I just really like Frou Frou's song on here, and it's a good soundtrack. Like, I will be honest, it's a great soundtrack. It's just a green CD, and then they're on the back of it. And then it's a poster of there we go. And then here's the other side. I picked this up at Game Exchange as well. They had a 5 for $5, but I just got the one thing, so it was $1. But it has 2 DVDs in it. This is Scott Pilgrim in 4K, and then this is a Blu-ray. So it's really cool. This is a 2021 reissue. I'm interested to see what the special features are, because this is one of my favorite movies. So this is also a Blu-ray. So both of these are Blu-rays. I don't know if they were a double disc or not. Maybe they went together. I don't know. I have some Owl City I got from a thrift store. This is Maybe I'm Dreaming. I wasn't a huge fan of this one. I really think that this cover is very pretty though. I'm trying to get into Owl City. I don't know if it's gonna work out. I just figured, because all these were about $1, I think. So I just got all 3 of them. They were at the same thrift store. So it was the same owner, I'm guessing. They had a huge love for Owl City. I have Ocean Eyes and Of June. I haven't listened to Of June yet. I didn't really like Ocean Eyes either. But this is the deluxe edition. So it had 2 CDs. But mine only came with 1, so I'm guessing they might have donated it that way, or someone stole it at the thrift store. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I have. That's what I've got recently, and I hope you enjoyed. I'm definitely going to enjoy listening to a lot of this, and watching the movies, and reading, and all that stuff. And then later I plan on making a video about more of my CD collection, because I do have more. I had a video a couple months ago, I think, where I showed most of my collection, but I do indeed have more CDs. And I also have 2 binders of CDs that don't have cases, so I might get through that soon. In the meantime, I hope you have a good day or night, depending on where you are from, and keep listening to music and enjoy physical media. For me personally, I'm spending so much money on subscriptions when I could just buy the movie and have it forever and watch it over and over again, or the CD and listen to it forever. That's, for me, that's something that I do a lot, so it makes sense for me to keep it and have it. If you don't, then I understand, but I definitely think that this generation is becoming more aware of how, like, devastating it is for something to be just taken away from the internet and never to be seen again, and you could just have it and keep it, and it's not going to go anywhere unless you lose it or something. And I definitely get that. So yeah, but anyways, bye.